Hello friends. This is not a dog training video, so don't waste your time if you are looking for that. Yesterday was Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's birthday, so that made me think about what happened uh, in Red Fort on our Republic Day, and I thought, hey, let me make a video on it. Usually, I don't make videos on anything other than dogs or cooking. This this is a dog channel. Usually, I do it in my other channel, but here, since the audience is more, I've decided to make this video here. Uh, what happened on our Republic Day in Red Fort was really painful for me to watch. I am not a particularly nationalistic person. I am not a particularly patriotic person. I am a very selfish person. Okay, I don't feel proud to be an Indian because I had nothing to do with it. It was my parents' decision, right? How can I take credit for being an Indian unless you believe in Purva Janma Punya and all that? I'm an atheist, okay? So I don't believe in all that. So, but I know that my welfare is dependent on the welfare of my country, okay? On any given day, on a normal day, I will have a long list of complaints about the city I live in, about the street I live in, about the city, about my state, about my country. I'll have a long list of complaints. But when I see that the very framework that that holds this country up, the framework means it doesn't mean just the law. There are symbols of power of the state, right? There are symbols of, that's why we say you cannot disrespect the flag. If you really think about it, it's a colored piece of cloth, right? But why do you say you cannot disrespect the flag? It is because it is a symbol of something, it represents something, right? And why can't we disrespect that thing that it represents? Because the idea of that representation is what gives you this privilege to disagree, right? So I'm very happy that I live in a country, I live in a state, I live in a society where I can openly say that I don't believe in God and yet not be attacked for it, yet not feel fearful about having that idea. I really love it. Yeah, my country could be much better, but hey, at least it's not Somalia, at least it's not Sudan, at least it is not Myanmar, right? So there is always scope for improvement, and there is a lot of scope for improvement, trust me. But if I don't protect what I already have, there is no way I can make it better. And I am an Indian, I don't want to go to another country, and I cannot go to another country. This is where I'm born, and this is where I plan to live. And hey, at least for me, if this country is in good health for another 20-25 years, my story is done. But those people who have children, for them, and those who want their children to have children, right? For them, the country must last for ever, till their generations still wish to live here, from just purely from a selfish point of view, from a logical point of view, right? In Tamil we say nuni maradla ukandundu adi maratha vettakoodadu, which means that if you have a tree and you have a branch, you can't sit on the outer edge of the branch and hack at the joint where this branch joins the main trunk of the tree, because you will fall down. This is just logical, right? So when you disagree with something, okay, I do not know whether I am pro farm reforms or anti agricultural reforms or whatever, but I know this much, that I cannot disagree to an extent, I cannot just throw a tantrum to an extent where I start disrespecting the very symbols and the very framework that gives me uh, that ability to disrespect, that ability to disagree. I'm sorry, not disrespect, okay? I should never disrespect the framework. I should disagree no matter how acrimoniously I should still disagree without disrespecting the very framework. Right? In Tamil, we also say, Kurni pal karandalum, kura pudungara maadu udavade, which means that no matter how much milk a cow produces, the cow that starts eating the thatched roof, which means that the cow that destroys the very shed that it lives in, you cannot have it, right? So, when I think of my country and my society, I always think of the people who helped to shape it. And this is why Shivaji Maharaja's birthday made me think of making this video. Like India, we all think of India as coming into existence in 1947. That before that, our ethos and our culture and who we are, our basic thought process was already there for maybe thousands of years, right? We are a product. The way I speak, I'm not Anglophonic. I don't speak like a British citizen. I don't speak like an American citizen. I don't speak like an Australian citizen, right? I speak like an Indian, and I think like an Indian. I walk like an Indian. I behave like an Indian. I am an Indian, right? Even though I may speak English right now. It has been, it is all a byproduct of my father and my grandfather and my great grandfather. They've all contributed to who I am today, right? Similarly for you too. Whether you like it or not, you are that. You may say that, hey, you know what, I'm an American from now on, and start speaking with an American accent, but the world doesn't believe you, and it's not the truth. You are who you are. So if you want to change yourself, you have to first know where you came from. And when you understand where you came from, you start realizing all the people who have given up everything they had to protect whatever society was at that point of time. This is why I have great respect for Shivaji Maharaj. I have great respect for Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. I have great respect for Vanjinatha Iyer. I have great respect for Bhagat Singh. But these people are not brought onto the center stage of history because of obviously vested interests, and it doesn't fit the story that people want to project, whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is, you can, hey, even the people who, I don't believe in God, but my God and my religion are the soldiers who stand guard in the border. They are the Pratyaksha Devam for me, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm being honest, because they will smile and give up their lives to protect what we think of as this country. Yeah, there are hundreds of problems in this country, thousands of problems in this country. Yet, if you destroy this thing that is not perfect, it is not perfect. But if you just destroy it, then what else do you have? I can't go to Mars. I can't go to the moon and live in the moon. This is the land I have to live in. So, despite all the problems I see in my society today, if I start attacking the very backbone of the society, the power structure that keeps the society as what we think of as India, then what is there? There is nothing left. There is nothing left to improve. So, like in your house, if you have a disagreement with your mother, no matter how acrimonious that disagreement is, you cannot hit your mother. That is simply unacceptable, right? You cannot hit your mother. Similarly, you cannot, no matter how much of a tantrum you want to throw, how much you disagree with the laws. By the way, these laws were passed by the parliament, right? By the lower house and upper house. But okay, you disagree with it, whatever, you have the right to disagree with it, but not throw a tantrum where you get yourself lost in that, in the frenzy, and you start disrespecting the very framework that gave you the ability to disagree. Imagine, just this is a thought experiment. If people from another country had done the same thing in Red Fort, what would he have done? We would not have been so nice to them, right? The reason why, just like how your mother will never hit you back, even if you hit her, we treat our people differently than foreigners. This is not true for all countries. This is another privilege. I'm sure this was not true in Saddam Hussein's Iraq, right? He would treat his own people more brutally than he would treat foreigners, right? But we have that privilege, and we know where we draw that privilege from, and we have to protect it. We can't be just mindlessly caught up in emotions when we disagree with the government. This is the point I want to make, because it was really very hurtful for me personally to witness what happened, and I hope it doesn't happen again. I really hope that it doesn't happen again. So the point of me making this video is, if there are at least a few people out there whose thought I can tickle or stimulate, then I'd consider this video to be a successful video. That's all. You don't even have to agree with me, but you don't even have to argue this point with me. When you are quiet and when you are peaceful, just think about what I said. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so it is up to you. These are my thoughts, and as always, I wish you all well, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.